Hello, everybody. I'm Debbie Giordano of Master Brokers. Welcome to my weekly update, where I give you some information about what's going on right here in our local market in Milpitas. So I have three topics we're going to hit today. One is about the San Jose Mercury News, the headlines talking about home pricing. The second aspect of today's video will be open house activity. I had actually 6 open houses this weekend, and I can talk about how that went. And then lastly, some more questions. I know you enjoy listening to what are concerns and what are the general questions that some home buyers and sellers have, and how I might address those. So let's first of all talk about the San Jose Mercury News. It was Thursday, September 28th. The headlines read, "Area home prices back on the rise. We might have seen the bottom. A tight supply is pushing costs up for the first time in 14 months, despite persistently high interest rates." Well, we know interest rates are a little bit over 7%. That's not really high in the grand scheme of things. In my 45-year career in real estate, I've sold when interest rates were above 10%. They were 13 and 15%. So certainly a little over 7 isn't bad. But due to the low inventory and the high demand, that's putting pressure on pricing. So let me share with you what happened on open house weekends. I had 1051 Crescent Terrace in Milpitas open over the weekend. That price point is $2,598,888. We went through our 4th weekend. I may correct myself. It may have been the 5th weekend at this price, and we had 10 groups through in the 2 days. That's very good. Those are people really looking to buy, and I have an agent that contacted me today that looks like he's writing an offer on that property. So hopefully I can share some good news next week and we have that one sold. So I had 210 Butler Street in Milpitas open also this weekend. Price point $1,568,888. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, a little over 1,400 square foot. Again, that one had 11 groups through in the 2 days. So this is the 3rd weekend for that. So the seller decided, we had a conversation this morning, we're going to drop the price $50,000. The home does need a kitchen remodel and some updating, although it is beautiful with the hardwood floors, the new painting in and out, and the wonderful staging. But we're going to price point that at $1,518,888. That will be held this weekend unless it's not sold this week. And then thirdly, I had 1397 Mount Shasta Avenue in Milpitas open. That's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, a little over 1,200 square feet. It's on a corner lot. It's called a duet home, meaning that it has one shared wall with a neighbor. There's no HOA, which is a great benefit. I had 60 plus groups through on that one, and the price point was $1,198,888. So you can see that is really a generating amazing price point to put a property and bring in tons of activity. Offers are due this Thursday, and I expect at least maybe 10 offers on that house. So stay tuned, and I can report next week how we did on that one. And so the last thing I want to talk about, I have a variety of questions here that's concerns sellers. So let me start with, when is the best time to sell? I don't think you can time it like seasonally or the market. It's almost like the stock market, very difficult to time. When you have a need to sell, I just say go right ahead and let's pursue it and let's get it on the market and prepare it well to sell. So there really is no prime time to pick. It's driven by what your wants and needs are at your time and the property. Do you provide staging services? Oh, yes. I have one of the best stagers in the business. Please go to my website, debbiegiordano.com. You can see the photos online and how I present my homes. And thirdly, should I buy or sell first? Most of my sellers really buy first when they're moving out of the area, and then we can stage and prepare the home as a vacant property, and that makes it very desirable. Many times their seller will do a bridge loan, and they'll get a loan against the property that they own in order to purchase their next property so that we can go ahead and get their home prepared and sell. A lot of times the selling process is not the difficult process, but the buying process is the more difficult process. Finding your replacement property and where you want to go. I really think it's key that you figure that out first before you put your property here in Milpitas on the market. Should I be pre-approved for a mortgage? Well, if you're shopping around, certainly that's the most key thing to do. You want to know what price you're qualified for. And then when you do find the great home that you don't want to miss out on and make the offer, you have what's called a non-contingent for financing offer because you are pre-approved already for financing. What is going to help sell my home fast? I think pricing is the key point. Just as I explained with the 210 Butler Street, we just reduced that today, $50,000. That should bring in a new set of buying opportunity for some folks and get that home sold. So I think pricing is the key in this market. How long does it take to sell a home? Usually days on market, if you look at what the statistics show in Milpitas, it's around 14 to 16 days on the market. I'd say generally it maybe take up to 3 weeks. If you're on the market for 4 or 5 weeks or a little bit more, then there's probably a problem. We've got a pricing problem, we have a location problem, or there's some other issues with the home. So like I said, about 3 weeks is generally what it takes. How long, what are the areas that I serve? That's a great question. I love to answer that. I'm right here in Milpitas. In fact, if you read the Milpitas Post last week, I was just picked as one of the best realtors in Milpitas for 2023 by the Milpitas readers, and also my real estate company, Master Brokers, that I own, was picked one of the best real estate companies here in Milpitas for this year. So I'm proud to serve this community. And what is the first step to buying a home? Again, it's getting that pre-approval meeting. We can talk about what your needs are, if you need a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom. Certainly if schools are an issue, I know a lot about the Milpitas schools and what might fit for your family. So a consultation is the best way to go first. So give me a call if you're interested in buying or selling your home here in Milpitas at 408-945-8988. I'd love to chat with you, or send me an email, giordano@aol.com, and we can schedule that meeting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.